Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A wild chase in Southfield ends in a crash in the middle of rush hour traffic. Why police say these drivers are no strangers to law enforcement.
And with a new recommendation from one of the country's biggest pediatrics groups, will local school districts reconsider masks in the classroom?
But first, the Help Me Hank team getting results for residents at a local apartment complex living without water. And that tops our news tonight at 6. The residents say they were forced to live without running water for more than 2 days. They asked Help Me Hank to step in.
The water at the complex in Ypsilanti was turned off to deal with a leak, but no one from management was there to help those who were struggling and had concerns. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is live. And Hank, I guess the big question, do they have water now?
And Kimberly, yes, and that is the most important thing. But as you can imagine, and as you would likely understand, the people living at this complex, they were angry. They wanted answers, and they turned to Help Me Hank to help figure out what was really going on. A big hole in the ceiling and water everywhere except where it should be. The people living here at the Hollow Creek Apartments in Ypsilanti tell me that it was a long, tough weekend. A weekend without any running water.
This whole building's been shut off. Nobody has water. You can't shower.
The problem started here on Saturday, and when crews got on scene, they turned off the water to all the units. But without a manager on site, these people were stuck. They were not offered water, they say, or anywhere to go as the work was being done.
We all been stuck here without anybody telling us what's going on.
Back at it Monday morning, crews were back out here trying to fix this mess, and by Monday afternoon, the water, well, it was restored. But many people here are angry.
Water is a necessity. It's not a privilege.
Yeah.
And for them to not care for 2 days if we were with water, that really upsets me.
I reached out to the management company, KMG Prestige Properties out of Mount Pleasant. I'm told because they did not have an office manager working on site, that responsibility fell to the maintenance team to ask people if they needed any help. Well, many of the residents say they ended up getting hotels on their own, and now we are being told that any expenses relating to that, well, that will be fully reimbursed to those that were displaced. And the good news, the work is now complete. The water has been restored. And the spokesperson with the management company I spoke with yesterday, apologized over and over for this situation. Again, they are now picking up the costs that people may have incurred when they made their way to a hotel or if they had to buy bottled water. And they're also working to make sure that management position, an on-site manager, is there to address any future concerns. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, Help Me Hank.
Okay, Hank, thanks.
Rick Wershey is suing former FBI agents and Detroit police officers for $100 million after, of course, spending more than 30 years in prison. This lawsuit comes a year after the man known as White Boy Rick was released from a prison in Florida. Wershey alleges he was a victim of child abuse when he was made the youngest FBI informant ever back in the 1980s. He was shot, was almost killed while working as an informant, and later ended up in prison on drugs charges.
And I was too young and dumb to know that it would affect the rest of my life. Who in their right mind labels someone, a 16 and 17-year-old, a drug kingpin?
And they know that they used unlawfully a child as an informant. They abused, reused this child over and over again.
All named in the lawsuit, including the FBI and the Detroit Police Department, have not yet commented.
We have an update to a story we brought you last night at 11. One man has died after a shootout in Ecorse. It happened last night on 8th Street near Southfield Road. Police say it was gunfire that came from someone in a red Chrysler 300. We're awaiting an update on the condition of a woman that was shot. Investigators say the suspects in the Chrysler 300 sped off. Anyone with information is asked to call Ecorse Police.
In Ann Arbor, a person of interest is now in custody in connection with a series of attacks on women over the weekend. First attack happened Friday at Nichols Arcade when a woman was punched. Then Saturday, a woman was grabbed near Catherine and North Division. And then on Sunday, a woman was forced into a portable toilet and assaulted near West Huron and Ashley. Police have increased patrols in the area. All right, time for a check of the weather. After the very nice, but however brief break that we got. Storms coming back.
We needed that break. Let's get Ben with just how severe these storms will be, Ben.
Yeah, Kim and Devin, these are intensifying. In fact, that warning that was in effect there for Lapeer County till 6, that's now been expanded further south. You can't really see it here right now, but parts of Oakland and Macomb County now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7 p.m. tonight, as that line still has the potential to produce not only 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but definitely some hail, some quarter-size hail. As a matter of fact, there's that warning box just now posted there. Again, that's in effect till 7 o'clock, and that does now cover parts of southern Lapeer County where that storm is right now as well. Look at the hail signature here in our hail tracker. You can see as those areas get darker, more likely that we did see severe hail here across parts of Lapeer County. And again, that's all moving to the south at about 25 miles per hour. A little bit of some wind detected in there, but that is weak compared to what we've got with the hail right now. Any thunderstorms still could be with us through the evening, probably fading around 10 o'clock, and then things start to improve tomorrow. But we've got some changes to discuss for Friday and Saturday as well. More on that ahead, guys.
Let's move now to the coronavirus and the increase that we've been watching in new cases over the last few weeks.
The state reports 1,028 new cases, a 4-day total from Saturday to today. That's an average of about 257 cases per day. And sadly, we've lost 14 Michiganders over that same time period, all from a review of vital records. Testing across the state has dropped to around 10,000 tests reported per day on average. And the vaccine, the state's vaccination rate is at 62.7%.
American Academy of Pediatrics strongly recommending masks be worn by all students and staff in school for the upcoming academic year, and that is leading local school districts to reconsider a mask mandate inside the classroom. Larry Spruill live with us here. And Larry, you've been talking with a number of school district leaders and parents.
Yeah, Devin, many people thought that we could get rid of the mask, but if you have kids in school, you might want to think twice. You may have to hold on to them.
But for me personally, I'm going to stick with the mask.
Gerbina Sturbian says she's sticking with the mask, and that's the same rule for her 6th grade son who is in Utica schools and has autism. But she says that decision did not come lightly. She did a lot of research.
Because it's different every day. Like one day they're saying we're good without the mask, and the next thing, you know, we need masks. So I think we're just going to stick with the mask.
But this week, the American Academy of Pediatrics is strongly recommending masks for all students and staff, regardless of vaccination status, to be worn in school for the upcoming academic year, forcing school districts from Novi to Detroit to make a tough decision.
So as we look towards August, we anticipate that our recommendation to the board will be that we continue to make masks optional as we return to school in the fall.
Pontiac schools say we will continue to review the most recent data and recommendations from our local and national health experts, and will finalize our decision based on that knowledge closer to the start of the school year. The well-being of all within the Pontiac School District family remains our top priority. And Detroit Public Schools, we plan to engage the school board to modify this approach next year, where vaccinated employees and students with vaccine documentation will no longer need to wear a mask as long as infection rates remain low. Unvaccinated employees and students will still wear a mask.
And many of the other school districts I talked to say they will have to wait until it gets closer into the first day of school to make a final decision. We're live tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Hey, Larry, thank you. And of course, the solution to debate over masks in school would be a vaccine for children under the age of 12. Many parents are wondering what's taking so long. Our Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with a closer look at the holdup. Doc?
Yeah, Kim. So both Pfizer and Moderna launched trials of their vaccine in children under age 12 back in March. Now, the optimistic estimate was that a vaccine might be available for elementary school-age kids by early fall, but last week, an FDA official said early to mid-winter is more realistic. And here's why. It's a collision course that has parents worried. Kids heading back to school, COVID precautions being dropped, and the Delta variant surging. While a vaccine would be welcomed by many families, the issue is time. The FDA wants 4 to 6 months of follow-up safety data for kids under age 12. By comparison, just 2 months of follow-up was required for the adult clinical trials.
We are hopeful we have a safe and effective vaccine for younger children before the year is over.
Pfizer says data for children aged 5 to 11 could come sometime in September. Depending on the findings, Pfizer could ask the FDA to authorize emergency use of the vaccine for that age group that same month. But the FDA will then need time to review that data. While younger children in general have much lower rates of serious illness, hospitalization, and death, some have gotten seriously ill and died.
We still don't have the complete picture as data in this age group are limited, but we do know that even children with mild cases of COVID may face serious long-term effects.
The best way to protect young children right now is to vaccinate the people around them.
The ones who will also pay the price, other than the unvaccinated adolescents, are the little kids who depend on the adults and adolescents to get vaccinated in order to slow or halt transmission.
Now, the good news is requiring those extra months of safety data for children under 12 is going to make it easier for the companies to ultimately apply for full approval for that age group. 6 months of data is required for that application.
Yeah, well, you know, I have a 2-year-old at home. What about children under the age of 5?
Well, you know, the vaccines are being tested in kids as young as 6 months, but I think the vaccine for the youngest kids is going to be very much dependent on how the trials in school-age kids go. The younger we go, appropriately, the higher the bar gets in terms of safety.
Yeah, safety is the utmost importance. Okay, Dr. McGeorge, thank you.
Still to come here at 6, the search is on for a few good police officers.
We'll tell you about a hiring blitz happening right now in Livonia, and here's Victor Williams.
Take a look at some of the remnants left over from a car after a high-speed chase comes to an end right here at this Southfield condo complex. Coming right up, we're breaking down that dash cam footage.